You know, when we look at the BLM movement and we talk about ending systemic racism, I don't think that's what the BLM movement as it stands for. I think it stands for defunding the police. I think that its leaders have been very vocal about the fact that they have Marxist leanings.
Conservative figurehead Tomi Lahren had lots to say about the Breonna Taylor case. From Reach TV Studios in Hollywood, you're watching What's Trending. I'm Shira Lazar. This week, there was major outcry about the wrongful death and the result of the Breonna Taylor case. On the day of the court verdict, Tomi Lahren tweeted out, "It is not an officer's duty to gamble with his/her life, so you can happily and comfortably resist arrest." This was in response to news that the officers involved with Breonna Taylor's death had not been indicted. Her tweets commenting on the tragic death of Taylor did not end there, though. She went as far as to drag the vice presidential candidate Kamala Harris into it by asking if she could even name an officer gunned down and murdered in the line of duty. To tie this all back to Tomi's past, here she is on The Daily Show in 2016.
What is your biggest issue with Black Lives Matter?
I think, and I've said this many times, it started with good intentions. I think it was well-intentioned. The moment that they started pushing hands up, don't shoot, which is a false narrative, proven time and time again to be a false narrative, the minute that that became their slogan, the minute that protesting turned into rioting and looting and burning and militant actions, that's when I lost respect for Black Lives Matter.
With all this said, Lahren is no stranger to controversy. Back in 2016, she tweeted out, "Meet the new KKK. They call themselves Black Lives Matter, but make no mistake, their goals are far from equality." This tweet alone garnered many angry reactions, as you can imagine, and this argument has been used as things have continued to belittle the BLM movement. An article from USA Today noted that 56,000 people wanted Tomi fired from her job at the Blaze due to her actions. And her problematic ways don't end there. When she was on Fox News in 2018, here's what she had to say.
You don't just come into this country with low skills, low education, not understanding the language, and come into our country because someone says it makes them feel nice.
She has tweeted out other anti-immigration tweets that have left many feeling disgusted and angered. Mainstream media outlets began writing about her missteps, such as People magazine, Huffington Post, and the New York Times. Captain America himself, Chris Evans, even responded to one of her tweets back in 2019, calling her out by saying this: "Wow, the complete lack of sympathy, respect, and general awareness is astonishing. Also, I would carry my kid through fire if it meant escaping." She also went viral for her criticism of Colin Kaepernick's decision to kneel during the national anthem.
Colin, I support the First Amendment. I support your right to freedom of speech and expression. Go for it, bud. It's this country, the country that you have so much disdain for, that allows you the right to speak your mind. It protects your right to be a whiny, indulgent, attention-seeking crybaby. It also protects my right to shred you for it.
So basically, she's criticized anything to do with justice and equality. Good job, Tomi. That's one way to create a legacy. And with all that said, it's no surprise to see how she reacted to the whole Breonna Taylor verdict. And these reactions pretty much summarize what we're all feeling about her statements. One person said, "Tomi Lahren's not a white supremacist. It's just a coincidence that in every high-profile case where someone ends up being killed, she decides that the black person was the one who was wrong. Just a very big coincidence." Lastly, one user said, "Seeing Tomi Lahren trending again and then discovering she's on her right-wing white privilege bull." Well, it's no surprise that she's continuing to spew more problematic hate. And with that said, we gotta call it out and make her accountable and responsible for these statements. But the more we call her out, the more attention we give her. So it's like, where does that leave all of us? I really wanna focus on creating actions to end social injustice, racism, and police brutality, and we got to do that and work together on that. And that's that. This has got to end. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe for more of What's Trending. I'm Shira Lazar. We'll see you soon.